Alright, what up, Jen's Agenda? It's Pulsar. So I have a little bit of time, so I figured I'd watch Hey Tonbo episode 3. I'll probably be able to do, like, most of the episodes this week. I mean, I just say, like, an episode a day, probably. And why am I doing this show? This show is, like, so strangely magical that I threw it on for the last two episodes, right? And I told you guys, I'm not really a big fan of golf. I don't really have any attachment to it, right? But for whatever reason, when I watch this show, 20 minutes just flies by. And so there's something magical going on here that I have never experienced. Like, I've never felt so much time dilation watching a show. And then, like, especially a show that where I'm not particularly interested in about like the crux of it, which is golfing, right? Like, this show is all in on golfing, right? And I'm just like, what the hell is going on? And so I'm just really curious if episode 3 will have the same pacing that 1 and 2 did. If you're wondering what happened in episode 2, or like what the show is like kind of about, basically Tombo's, or like, I don't want to say she's like orphan. Her parents passed away, and they left her a golfing club, right? And so like her pastime is just spent with the golf club. And just going golfing, right? Like the people of the island made a golf course, and she just goes there all the time. And then she got really good. She meets an old man that's like a retired golfer, and the golfer's like, "What the hell is this girl doing?" She's like crazy powerful in the golfing way. So yeah, let's just do this because I just want to know, man. I need to know if it's gonna be another crazy paced episode. Here we go. Three, two, one. Oh yeah, I'm a liar. Don't listen to me. Three, two, one. There you go. I already forgot where they're at. They're on a small island though, so I don't think it is Okinawa. Yo, Igarashi, the guy that we just saw right there that was like hunched over, he's from the mainland and he gets pretty seasick. That's why he's hunched over like a lunatic. I just kind of realized he's on a small ass boat, right? You know what this kind of reminds me? It's like reminds me of Ippo, but with a. I think no, she's in middle school, right? So she's like, I think she's 14. She's older than I thought. Yeah, because she's going to high school, so she's either 14 or 15. What is that? The tuna? Oh no! Well, they did say flying fish. All right, the shadow looks huge. All right, give me a break. Oh, the opening. Yeah, like it's like from like Golfing Digest. So like I'm like fascinated that this show in my mind should not be great, but it's like majestic. I mean, it got 3 episodes out of me, so whatever. So far the cast we've met is kind of limited too, so we'll see. I guess not. We met like the police officer. We met the grandma. Well, I don't know if it's like her exact grandma, but there are so many characters on this island that I don't know if we met too many of the kids, right? Like she does have a school life, and I think what's kind of peculiar too about the show is that this show is definitely golf centric, but it definitely has your exploring a lot of the island, which is kind of cool. That the golf is like not completely the central part of the show. But I mean, it's also like I guess when the golf parts hit, it's like hey, this is definitely golf time. And I mean, we're also at a golf course. Wedges and regrets. Oh yeah, so like the thing about Tombo is that she doesn't ever change her club. She just uses the same one because she has like the power of family. Yeah, and I guess everyone on the island said they were like super amateur. And I'm pretty sure in episode 2 they kind of explained that they made the golf course for her because she was like death clinging onto that golf club of hers. They actually had to compete. Oh, I wonder what that does. Damn. Her spider sense? This is definitely a vibe, man. Like when you know like your partner is like being cheap. Not cheap, but like you know what I mean? Like where they're not giving it their all. This is too real. Is that him? Oh, never mind. Man, I was all saying this show is not gonna be golf centric. Hell, it just starts with golf. And of course, I was saying we haven't gotten involved with too many characters. All the characters are here. Is he gonna bestow him the power of a wedge? Dude, that face of detest, like, bro, get out of here. She's like so fed up with him already. Like legit, like fed up with him. Wait, oh, she is gonna take it. Okay, that. Wait, is she actually gonna take it? Yeah. Okay. This is pretty good because it really sets up like the fact that she is really super glued to her three iron, right? It's cool. And so they're setting it all up that he just wants him to try other clubs, but like there's so much backstory to it. Is he gonna restitch it? I don't. There's no way. Right? I wonder if he's gonna be pissed, like, because he's switching it up. Oh, is he just moving the handle over, like the cushion thing? He's so goofy with like the little things in her hair. I wonder if she's gonna have to be like have to use the old one though. Like you know what I mean? Like you get so comfortable with something. So I'm curious. This is kind of cool. I like this so much. How he's kind of like like easing her into like using more golf clubs and stuff. Cause like she's trying to like break away from sentimental value. I guess she's open to it though, right? Uh, this seems dangerous. Am I crazy? Like this seems hella dangerous. Does it really? What? What? I have no idea what they're saying. Dude, look how accurate she is. Oh, is that his kid? It's like the grind. I legit would do. I do this. Not with golf though. Isn't this kind of messed up just using like this random amount of grass? Yeah, I was about to say, like, this is messed up. Why did this show get so grumpy? I'm grumpy now. Maybe he was just a grumpy asshole when he was a father. And this is why things didn't work out. I don't. I'm guessing. I thought he got like hit by a car and got isekai some. I do wonder if we get to see her compete or something. It's kind of fun when I think about like all like the sports shows I'm watching between Blue Box, Medalist, and this show. They're all pretty unique just from the character's perspective. They don't really share any similar vibes, but they're all different enough that make me like really appreciate each of them individually. I think for this one, I'll wait for the episode to end because it's like freaking mad. This episode's magic. The show's magical. Why is it all? Oh, whatever. Who? Who? What? The golf club definitely shrinks when he just gave it to her, right? It just definitely got smaller. Oh. I appreciate this, showing them actually having to get all the balls. This is definitely something that would appeal to a kid, right? Just is she gonna do it? Is she gonna do it? Is she gonna do it? This is a fun show. I don't know, man. Aww. Yeah, so I wonder if the show is going to be about him trying to get her to go be competitive. That would be really curious. That's what I was thinking that it was leading to, right? Like, yeah, dude, it's magical. um, so like, I think what's just bizarre to me, like, I'm gonna go to the pacing right away. Like, the only show I really remember having like being really aware of the pacing was Spice and Wolf, right? Because that show doesn't like have any action; it's just a lot of dialogue, right? Realistically, and then with this show, I don't know where it's going. It's just like I know when I look at the timer, I'm like, oh, it's been like 15 minutes. It's been 20 minutes. I'm just like, oh, it's over. And it's I don't know what's doing it, man. I honestly just don't. I don't. I mean, maybe I'm just blessed to have a show that does this to me. And the show is cute. There's like I'm kind of curious. Like I want to see her leave the island. That'd be really interesting. I don't know if that would happen in the first like the first 12 episodes of the show, but I'm kind of curious if that's where it'll go, right? That would be really, really curious. If like the next part of the story is that she ends up like in mainland of Japan. That'd be really cool. That's something else I was gonna say. Like the show kind of sets itself up to like reveal the story bits really well, right? Like how remember like in the previous episode we get the backstory about Tombo, and then we get the next story like how the club's really important to her, and then like how in the next episode like they're kind of like, hey, I wanted maybe you should try using another club, and she's like, nah, dude, this is my club. It's like it's written well enough that each episode's building into itself, and like in a way that's improving her, and then she's also improving the coach, right? Which is really cool. And I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure this is also a tried thing too, like for like sports anime, right? Where um both you know what I mean. Like it has to be a mutual exchange between the student and the coach. Maybe it's like a little bit more beneficial for the student, right? But like you know what I mean. You want that benefit for both of them, so that you have more to work with as like a storytelling perspective. And I think this show is doing a really good job of it. And I guess it's cool because, Igarashi just showed up, like, with some amount of trauma to him, right? And then I guess Tombo has her trauma, but, she's worked through it using the power of golf. And it's like, the foundations of the show are way better than I would want, like, believe it is. I'm like, wait, there's a lot they could play with here. Like for a show that I would have just assumed it was just like an advertisement for golf, there's a lot of good meat here on this on this bone that I'm just like, wow, and it just keeps kind of surprising me. I legit, I just don't like. It's just pretty sick. um, yeah, dude, I'll check out the next episode. Like, when I have time. Probably, I guess I'll probably do it every day. At least Monday through Thursday, and then I'll try to get an episode out, and then I'll be really confused when I catch up. All right, guys, this was Tombo episode 3. Damn, that's kind of crazy. But anyways, I'm gonna peace out, man. Everyone, take care of yourselves. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.